Hello again. It was like 2 seconds after I just made the last video. Bill Gates is to give 200 and something billion of his private fucking fortune to Africa. Yeah, that makes sense. People call me Little Hitler. Hitler wasn't racist anyway. Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Hitler, before World War II, kids, Hitler, Adolf, the Austrian, went to Africa. And after Africa, he went west, and he went around all Syria and all the Arab states, and he got lots of people on his petition. Lots of people on his petition, kill the infidels, kill all infidels, yes, yes. And if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So everybody was like, the way they presented it, the way Hitler presented it to the world, you couldn't say no to it. And I just don't want to tell you about it because if you know about it, you might know. But you couldn't say no to Hitler's solution. Original solution, not the final solution, but the original solution. Hitler went to Africa first. And you know all those videos of, they said like Hitler was mocking black people. They were French slaves. Like they were slaves from Africa, sent by French or the Dutch or anyone. See, Germany are all over Africa. I just looked at a map of Germany the other day, and it's like, map of Africa. Every country in Africa is colonized except two. Every country in Africa is colonized by Europe. It's either Dutch, French, Swiss never put their name on stuff. And Dutch, French, especially World War II, Auschwitz, yeah, first on the scene, yeah, Swiss. I'm not Hitler. Sorry. But Hitler he's not racist at all. And Hitler mocked the French. What Hitler was doing when he sent those videos of the black soldiers was mocking the French for not sending their own sons to war. Like Germany were sending their own, and sending African slaves, or slaves from Africa, sorry, I mean, African, slaves from French colonies, and they were sending them to. So Hitler made videos in the BBC, like, here's Hitler mocking the French, here's Hitler mocking the French for sending. But anyway, it turns out Africa is a really, really, really big component about World War. Turns out Africa is like a massive, massive, massive. You Risk, the game of Risk. Turns out Africa is a massive component. Not for the manpower, like the French, you know what I mean? But for some reason, anyway, Africa is very strategical or very important to world war, global war. That's why Hitler went straight to Africa. Not a racist. Vladimir Putin, yeah, erased all of the African death around the time of the Ukrainian war. Vladimir Putin tried to befriend Africa. Well, not tried to, but actually erased all of the debt. It's probably about 13 billion or something crazy. But very friendly with Russia. You know what I mean? They know world war is coming and they want to befriend Africa. Everybody's diving down into Africa. Not for French slaves, not for the manpower, but for some reason. I don't know. It's strategic. Maybe it's just globally strategic, and down there and up there, and you can attack India from Africa, and you can attack everybody from Africa. But for some reason, when you're playing the game of Risk, I used to start up around Japan and like East. I said West earlier on. East Russia. I used to start up around Japan and East Russia, work my way down and playing the game of Risk. Played 2 games of Risk in my life, kicked ass both of them. You befriend people, you betray people, But yeah. Anyway, Bill Gates has suddenly gifted 21 billion or 200 billion to Africa. Alan says it's tobacco emitters. What I'm saying is, World War is on the way. Bill Gates. They must know something I don't know. Obviously know something I don't know. I do know about they did the HAARP, HAARP, and they've fucking x-rayed the entire Earth, and they know where the minerals and oils and metals are, big time now. And they know a lot of it's in Africa, and they want to befriend Africa so they can rape their lands and steal their minerals, or make their people work to rape their own lands, steal their minerals, because they need super fucking magnesium batteries. Whatever's going on, but anyway, when there's a race for Africa, I thought it was the HAARP race. I thought they found out the minerals, and then Africa's a gold mine, and they know exactly where everything is, and they're going over trying to befriend them. So I just thought it was them trying to go over and befriend them. But when I noticed when Putin dissolved or forgot about the debt, African debt to Russia, and Bill Gates just donated like 2,100 billion. It's probably similar or something crazy. I don't know. It's on the way. The fight for Africa. The fight, and nobody cares for Africa. Maybe they do care for Africa. No, I don't think anybody cares for Africa. Macron actually might care for Africa. I had a vision of Macron. Who cares for Africa now? Yeah, he owns half of Africa. Well, he owns a lot of fucking property. That's what I noticed about Ukraine as well, actually, by the way. Everybody in the EU suddenly cared. Everybody in England suddenly cared about Ukraine. And we must protect Ukraine because they all had a piece of it. They all had pieces of Ukraine. They all had slices. They all had a lot of money. Kellogg's. They had lots of investment in Ukraine. And it's like, oh, we must protect Ukraine. We must send French soldiers and fucking British soldiers. Britain as well, because Putin might take Ukraine, and if Putin takes Ukraine, we have so much investment. They don't care. Nobody cares about Ukraine. Let Russia annex. There was a gift in the first place. The gift. It was the gift. You know, it's about this Lithuania, Estonia, and can I remember the Spanish one? But all of Russia's borders. I'm on Irish disability, by the way. All of Russia's borders are gifted countries. So Russia gifts, like Georgia is very British. All gifts. It's very clever. Gifting all your borders to countries. So if anybody fucks with your country, But anyway, Ukraine was, Ursula. I reckon Ursula has like 13 billion worth of property and farms in Ukraine. Ursula, you know the tranny? You know that, F to M tranny. She has loads of money and investment, and she'll send your children to war. We must protect Ukraine. No, we must protect my farms and all my investments in Ukraine. It is. That's the only reason they're so enthused about it. It's like, why the fuck do we need to protect Ukraine? It's a gifted Slavaland. And mostly a gifted Slavaland to like very good Russian soldiers, or it's a Slavaland. That's why it's called Slava Ukraine. It's Slavaland, retirement shit. Alright. First we take Africa, then we take the world. Yeah, it's about to kick off anyway. That's why Donald Trump is also befriending the United Arab States. Over there trying to befriend the Arab States as best as can. And why? The wealthiest American person on Earth, the wealthiest, Bill Gates, is going to gift Africa 20 billion or 200 billion or something like this. As I said, the computers, the AI and the computers, but you won't win a world war without Africa. And nobody cares. No, nobody really cares about Africa. I probably would. I reckon if I moved to Africa, I wouldn't move back. Great community, you know what I mean? Better. I live in a fucking utopia. I live in Ireland, south of Dublin. I live in a beautiful utopia. All the people here don't appreciate it at all. There's no community. Like there's no community at all. everybody's negative and aggro, and he's a queer, he's a spam, and stabbing and punching and killing each other for nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Don't appreciate what we have. I'd love to go to Africa. People appreciate what they have. I'm taking the keyboard. Yeah, okay. I'm taking the keyboard to my house. Yeah, you can take the keyboard. Okay, take the keyboard. Hey, do you need some shoes? Oh, fucking shoes. I'm fucking African. I actually tell you something as well. Yeah. I started wearing like Adidas shoes, and like I realized there's this guy in America. This is for This is actually kind of. I don't mean Africa. This is Africa. The soles of Nike shoes. They might be very aware of this, and Adidas shoes. I've only started wearing them in the last month or two. Are really, really fucking good quality. The soles, and you see this guy and he's pulling the stitches out of the Nike shoes, and he's ripping Nike shoes apart to take apart off their crap materials, because the soles of those shoes are really good. And he's snake leather or something. He made his own shoes out of them. Yeah, I'd be looking out for those. Soles of those shoes are really good. Everything else is designed to smell like crap. Dead white man clothes. Dead white man clothes. No, they're not dead. They're just overfed. I don't eat. I swear it's a liquid bread diet I'm on. It's okay. It's working out. It's liquid bread. I'm not little. I am little Hitler. Hitler hated his own country. I hate my own country. Hitler failed his arts degree. I failed my arts degree. Hitler was a vegetarian. Oh, I'm vegan. Oh, fuck. Hitler loved Nietzsche. Oh, I don't love Nietzsche. Oh, this is my war. Actually, it wasn't written by. It was written by Kaufman. There's a pretty good Nietzsche I've got here. This is unpublished. The Jews get scared here. The white and cyan. Oh, Jews. Will to power. Remember this guy? I criticize Christianity more than anything, but it's this monotheist religion. Kaufman. Is it backwards? Kaufman. This is unpublished. It's a lot of unpublished. You see Nietzsche books, they're tiny. They're like absolutely fucking wafer thin. Unpublished. Like Kaufman. I trust Kaufman. I'm not Hitler. I swear to God, I'm not Hitler. Nietzsche was a heater bee. Like me. And he got destroyed by the Swiss. And the aphorisms he wrote caused a world war. Or the coveting or destruction of Nietzsche caused a world war. I swear I'm not Nietzsche.